So when you think of life ahead, right, from your stories you have read, how, because you also interpret stories very well, right? So when you say the Battle of Kurukshetra, you will interpret it in a particular way. What are those battles today? What are the challenges? How do you interpret these stories, and how do you think they will affect your future life?
I seriously don't know what's going to happen in my future, and I just
You don't
don't
care?
want to know either.
No.
As for what I think is the battle, I think it's the distraction. And one more thing that I say very often is that Kalyug is the best age.
It's the best age.
Now this might baffle some people, like, kya bol rahe ho? Like, most scriptures say it's the worst. Yes, it is the worst literally. But what all is done in the age can change it. For example, the biggest battlefield that is there today is distraction. Earlier generations, like for example the silent generation, they literally lived during the World War. So that was their struggle. Our struggle is that there is too much going on. We have a distraction, like, oh my god, I need to text them good morning, oh my god, I need to do this, I need to do that, even when you're doing something like drinking water or reading, your mind is wandering somewhere else only. And so this creates confusion, and it just baffles your brain, and your brain can't handle it, and your brain just gives up. So what happens, like, God has given us a solution, because already we are suffering. We are living in the age where literally anything done wrong can make you a victim of Kali. So God gave us the solution that anything done with bhakti, underline sincere bhakti, is good. You will attain moksha, you will attain God through sincere devotion. There's a Gita shlok on this. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. This also I learned from Gauranga Darshan Das Prabhuji. So what happens is, in the Gita, Sri Krishna says, Patram, leaf, pushpam, flower, phalam, fruit, and water, toyam. He says that if you offer me this. Now, does that mean that offerings to Krishna is only this? It does not. It absolutely does not. You can give him anything that you want. Just pay attention to the next line. Yome bhaktya prayachati. I want it to be done with devotion. He doesn't care about what you're offering. He only cares about how you're offering. If you're offering diamonds, like the most expensive jewelry in the entire world, with absolutely under devotion, he will not accept it. He will not be excited to receive it. But if you even offer a single tulsi leaf with devotion worth the Garbhotaka ocean, he will be too excited to accept it.
How do you build devotion?
I think you build it just by reading, and then automatically you love, and then automatically you become devoted.
So you feel that devotion in your emotion, in the way you are. You feel it through the day, through the night. Sometimes do you get distracted?
Very rarely, but yeah, because I have only started. I have a long way to go. Like, this is barely like a drop of water compared to the ocean Vaishnavism which I follow is. So I just am like, I remind myself कि ये कुछ भी नहीं है भाई. There's a lot more to go. I've not even started. Barely I started. Like, I did just this. So I remind myself that constantly, and I just automatically be like grounded. Also, this also keeps me grounded.
What?
This.
Yes. And who does this?
Mama.
Okay, Mama.
So other than that, I have performed a song called Shriman Narayan, which was sort of like the first half of it was dance. The last part, like 2-3 minutes of it, was portraying the story of Narasimha. I was made Prahlad, which obviously is very fitting. Even my parents said it was very fitting. So all my friends, we were performing, and just while performing, I literally was so absorbed while performing. I forgot that I'm supposed to be like, like when this is happening, I just bowed down. I didn't even realize it. I had practiced that I'm gonna bow down, but the way I bowed down was like, I'm losing myself to Narasimha. After that, I have a line which is like Paramatma Paramanu Rupa Shri Tiruvenkatagiri Deva Sharanam, which is basically like I bow down before you. And the way that I had portrayed it, even I was like, this is pretty good. Pretty good. Then I have also performed solo an item called Endani Niguna, which is an item on Rama. Now, the lyrics of this song is literally translated to the question I ask Krishna every day. Yentani Niguna Ganamu Chesiti Rama. Which means, what have you done that I have literally started chanting your name like Rama, 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 Rama. So that is the song name. I've performed it. I have also performed 2 other items on Krishna, which I love a lot. So I love performing stories as much as I love speaking about them.
But when you're performing, you just forget at that time. You just immerse yourself.
I have to focus on my dance also. Yeah. But then I'm like, I'm performing, and then I do the step, and then I'm like, I love Krishna so much, I have to do this, and then it becomes even more exciting when I'm doing an item on my favorite god. So yeah.
So when you're talking to Krishna all the time, is Krishna talking to you also?
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Do you hear?
No. But I'm pretty sure he is. I mean, technically, if you think about it, Krishna is everywhere. He is within my mom, he's within me, he's within even that mirror over there. He is everywhere. So whether I am talking to him or not, he's always talking to me.
That devotion and faith, can they say, move mountains, right? How does one explain that?
It's vibration. See, very beautifully what she shared was, you can offer the biggest things, but if it doesn't have devotion in it. So devotion in it means karam yogi, become a karam yogi. You are doing your karam. The karam can be an ordinary karam, or the karam can be something very great happening in the world. But if you are not doing it in the remembrance of the divine, your vibrations will be lower. And when you are doing that karam, it might increase your ego. So the karam could be a great karam in terms of an outer achievement, but internally you have suffered because your ego is going to deplete your power. So that's what we were always taught, and it's magical that whatever you're doing, whether it's you're eating, you are doing your work, do it in that remembrance. At least take a 30-second pause, connect to the supreme power, do it in that remembrance. One, it increases your humility because you remember, like she said, I didn't do it. It just happened. Because you will really experience that I didn't do it. Now, the minute somebody says, I didn't do it, the ego part is taken care of. And really, when you take care of the ego part, you will become an instrument to do things which you don't just say it, I didn't do it. You firmly 100% believe that this was not me. Because when you connect to the divine power, that energy is also then using you to get something done. You've just connected it right now. So suppose you're sitting here, just connect to your daughter. So just think of her. You keep doing the podcast, but you think of her, and you can do that. We could be listening and we could be thinking. Now, the minute you will connect to your daughter right now, her state of mind and your state of mind has got connected, because thought to thought you have got connected with her. Suppose she is tensed right now, or she is upset right now, and you logged into her consciousness by remembering her, you will feel that energy. And suddenly you will not feel as you were feeling before, because you just connected to an energy which right now for this moment was not at her highest self. Maybe she was going through something. And that's why if you see, you will have parents suddenly say, I know my child is going through something. I know. But how do you know the child is in another country? Because when you remember the child, you get connected to that vibration. So we are always taught in spirituality, do everything, be with everyone, take care of everyone. Nobody should live here. Everyone should live here. Take care of everybody as Seva Bhav. Here, no one should live here. Here, you should be only connected there. So that is only what is taught in Bhakti. That is only what is taught in Gyan. That simmer, aap uski yaad mein raho, so that you will be at your highest vibration. If you're going to remain connected to, thinking of people, sometimes you're not just thinking of family, you're thinking, whoever you are remembering, you are connected to their state of mind. So be with people, do with everything. Here, so I always say this is one reserved seat. Here, nobody else can sit. Here, everyone can sit. I will spend my 24 hours with you, but I have to practice that here, nobody is there. Then you can start raising your vibrations. So that's what she's sharing, that if you're doing a small thing like eating something, offering means whatever you're doing, it's like arpan, it's offering that I'm doing this for world seva, but it should be in the remembrance of that. Then you're not just achieving, you're energizing.